What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman from DC Future State. And so here we have Future State Batman posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's run through his accessories. Batman here does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of grip hands. He also does come with a gold batarang, which looks really nice. And then of course the McFarlane display stand. Other than that, Future State Batman does not come with any other accessories, so let's actually take a closer look at his details. And so here we have a closer look at the Future State Batman, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't read Future State, but this is a very nice figure. This is up there with the Rebirth Batman design and the Three Jokers Batman. It is very well done. For starters, I really do like the way the head sculpt looks. They actually did close off Batman's mouthpiece right here because it's not Bruce Wayne under this mask. It's Timothy Fox, Lucius's son, and I think it looks really nice. They did a very good job with this mask. It looks so good. You can see some panel lining on the mask. It's just done very well. I like the detailing here. That's actually a really good Batman sculpt right there. So if they can retool this to have an open mouth, this is a very, very good Batman head, and it's done exceptionally well. I love it. So moving on to the rest of his costume, like I said, I haven't read Future State, but this is actually a really nice Batman suit. I like the fact that he is seen wearing armor. This is an armor plate in the front of his suit, so that's really cool. I do like that. You can see some texturing on the suit. It looks very nice. Some dings, some wear and tear on it. Really interesting bat symbol right here. The yellow and the black do a really nice job at contrasting. And then the ears are actually highlighted in yellow, which is a little bit weird. It is raised and it's not painted on, so I do like that. Really do like these Pauldrons right here. They did a very good job sculpting them, and they do carry over the same texture that we saw right here on his chest plate there, so really like that. You can see some nicks and dings right there going all the way back, and then we have a piece of armor right here on his back. This looks like armor. I don't think it's part of the cape just because it's textured differently. This part might be the cape, might also be armor, but yeah, we do have some really nice texturing, and the detailing on the cape, it is very nice. Just look at the stitch work on it. It's beautiful. I love the way this cape looks. If they had done this with another Batman figure, I would love that cape just as much. This is probably one of the best Batman capes they have ever made, and even the interior design with all the sculpt work and seam lines, it is very well done. Then we look at his arm right here. We have some more texturing, almost like the suit right here is made of Kevlar, going onto his gauntlets right here, which kind of remind me of the Batman vs Superman gauntlets, at least in their design right here. They only have 2 fins right here, 2 spikes, so that's almost like an homage to the Batman Beyond suit. But yeah, it really does look like the BVS Batman gauntlets here, and I'm perfectly okay with that. You can see he does have the fist right there. Really gorgeous look right here. I think I'm drawn to these gauntlets because they do remind me of the BVS gauntlets, and that's one of my favorite suits. I wish McFarlane would take another crack at it. But yeah, if I can talk about one thing I don't like about this figure, the back of the figure is lacking paint. It is obvious that these are armor plates right here, and that they do need some paint work. And then we have some regular, the black tunic right here is done very nicely. The utility belt, very different from what we've seen from other Batman figures. We do have the clip right here, a couple of canisters there, and then only 4 pouches. They don't go all the way around. I would like to see a grapple gun with this Batman, but I do like the fact we get a batarang. And then the rest of the armor does come down to his crotch piece right there. Then we have a look at his armor plating right here on his thighs. Now it does look like he's wearing a black jumpsuit underneath his armor plating, and these do look really nice. I love the fact that his armor is very nicely sculpted. You can see all this really nice detailing here, some rivets, some lining right here. It's just very nicely sculpted, and I absolutely love the effort that that McFarlane put into this. Again, this is like one of the better Batman figures that McFarlane has made. Coming from a guy who hasn't read Future State and I don't really keep up with modern DC comics, this is a very awesome design, and at first I didn't think I'd like it, but I'm liking this much more than I'm liking the Dark Detective. So overall, really loving the way this figure came out. It is done exceptionally well. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed and compare to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Future State Batman posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Future State Batman posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. And for a final comparison, here we do have Future State Batman posed next to a Lightning Collection White Range and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at his articulation. Now, Future State Batman does have a double ball joint here in the head, so he can look up quite a bit. I do like that. Then we do get some very impressive downward movement, so I do appreciate that. Head tilt is done very nicely, as well as some left and right rotation. So really good head movement here on Batman. So moving on to his shoulders, we have the traditional ball joint shoulders, so they do pivot forward and back, up and down, and move along in that ball socket. So I really do like that. Now his pauldron is actually attached to, I believe, his shoulder, because it doesn't rotate with his bicep, but it is a softer plastic, so when you do move it, you can fold it over so it gets out of the way. So I do like that. It does go all the way around. We do have a bicep swivel, which works really nicely. Then we do have a double bend here at the elbow, going very nicely. Then we have a hinge here at the wrist, which does pivot forward or in and out. Then we can rotate that to have in and out movement, so really do like that. And then it does rotate on the pin. Then he does have a ball joint here at the mid-torso, although it really doesn't move all too well. If it's supposed to, mine's just really stiff. But yeah, it does pivot side to side and rotate. Then we do have a second ball joint down here, as you can see, really nice movement there. Yeah, I think mine is just really tight, but he doesn't crunch forward all too well. It's mainly just back, which is unfortunate, and side to side, as well as a really stiff joint here at his waist. Legs do kick forward to there, they kick back, out to the side, no problem. We do have a very little thigh swivel, double bend here at the knee, working really nice. And I do like the fact that the boot does come up over the knee. That's a really nice design, and it sits very flushly. Then we do have an ankle swivel, which does work nicely, hinge going back and forth, forward facing pin, and then we can give him a true rocker ankle. And then finally we do have a very generous toe hinge. So overall, Future State Batman has some pretty impressive articulation. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Future State Batman pose for my final thoughts. And overall, this is one of my favorite Batman figures that McFarlane has made. Yes, I've never read the Future State series, but I do hear it is worth a read in some aspects, but I might check it out. But as a figure, this is a very good Batman action figure. It kind of does remind me of an Injustice Batman, which I'm really fond of the Injustice Batman designs, but this does have that Injustice Batman feel. I do like the way the figure came out. Overall, I think the accessories are really good. We did get 2 pairs of hands, which is always nice. We do get a batarang, although I kind of wish that we had seen a grapple gun with this Batman. Although we have several that McFarlane have released, I kind of would like him to have his very own, because this suit is so unique and I really do like the design of it. It's one of those suits that when I first saw it, I didn't like it. This was one of my least favorite Batman suits that I've ever seen, but having this action figure in hand, I'm starting to come around to this Batman suit. Now, there's some things I would change, but those are just my personal design choices. This is a very good Batman figure, and if you're a fan of the DC Multiverse and you just want a really interesting and fun Batman in your collection, this is one that'll do it. He has a really nice design, articulates it very well, and I do like the accessories. Overall, Future State Batman gets a pass in my book, and if you are looking for him, he is starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video. I have seen him at my local Walmarts. Target does have the pegs for him, but I haven't seen him at Target. But I got mine off Amazon, so if you are looking for him, check out Amazon, and you might be able to get him for $19.99, which is the going rate for McFarlane figures. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other DC Multiverse videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.